Hello.
Hey Trent.
How are you?
Good.
Yeah. We have a story to tell, but we'll get there.
Well,
We
we
will get
do. We
there.
do have a story. Actually, we got two to tell.
Yes.
So,
So,
what
yeah.
is it when two friends, two colleagues, two mates have the same fucking problem, but don't even know they
Don't
have the
even know
same
how. Yeah,
problem?
exactly.
And it's
It's
crazy.
it's really weird, isn't it?
It is a weird thing. It is a really, really weird thing. So, I've had trouble with my mouse all week. This fucking little thing here, this computer mouse. Had a problem with that. Can't get it to work. Change batteries, done all the thing, and I'm like, oh, I don't have time to get to the shop. I'm just going to have to
Use the laptop.
use the laptop,
Yeah.
and do it that way.
I have the same problem.
Exactly the same, right?
Exactly the pro. Yeah, it just one morning it just wouldn't work. I changed the batteries. I pulled it apart. I pulled the little doobie thingy me out of the thing. Just wouldn't work. So up to the cheap shop I go to just get a new mouse. And it's like, and then I walk in today and Lou's going, got the same problem.
Yeah, my
I'm
mouse
like,
isn't working today. Yeah,
this,
like what?
and this is just in the last couple of days, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is.
It's in the last couple of
It is.
days that this has happened. I was like, what the hell is going on?
So who else has had like similar problems? Just curious,
Yes,
an energetic collective
this
space
is weird.
going on. There's some weird shit. So yeah, that's what we were going to talk about. But
Yes,
we've also got
yes,
another story.
yes. So, yeah, so before we get into it, I just thought we'll introduce ourselves.
Oh yeah,
I'm Tren,
I'm Lou.
and we're the tarot dealers.
We are.
And we have too many years of experience at reading tarot, teaching tarot, talking tarot to talk about.
All the
So
tarot
all the
things.
tarot
Yeah, yeah.
things. So, but we are going to, oh, this is fun. I have the devil on the bottom, and in our story, the devil turns up quite early. Anyway, I'm going to shuffle, and
Another
we
one of
are
those things. We're
one
doing
of those things.
part of
We're
the
going to do a
episode.
card of the episode. So it's just another one of those things. It's funny because I did a reading for somebody through the week, and we were playing the cards, just shuffling out, and I just went, oh, look what's on the bottom. It was the Nine of Cups. And then she came in for a reading, and I just went, look what's on the bottom on a completely different deck on the light seers, but we were playing with the Rider Waite outside on the light seers with the Nine of Cups. And
Wow.
it's like,
So for context, the Nine of Cups is
it's a wish card. It's the everything's coming up. I always think it's coming up roses. It's whatever dreams, whatever desires, whatever you have put out there, your achievements are on show. It's like you really have been working towards things, and you're going to start to see things. You can actually start to see things eventuate now. As your goals are coming into fruition, you can actually see it happening.
it's all your accolades, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, your
That
achievements,
yeah.
yes, everything like that. Yeah, put it up for everybody to show.
Wow.
So yeah,
Is
it
it
was just
bizarre?
so
Like
funny, like
you just can't
and
make that
one
shit
deck
up.
outside with the Nine of Cups on the bottom, and then go into the room with the light seers, and it's a Nine of Cups on the bottom of the deck. And it's like,
It's like, what are you asking for? Because the answer is
yeah,
yes.
the answer is
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
yes. It's a yes card if you're wondering.
Yeah, it is a yes card.
All right, let's see what we need to know for this episode. What do we need to know? We'll bring into our awareness for this episode. Let's put it that way. What do we need to bring in our awareness for this episode? This is the one. It's the world. It's the world.
Well, all right. What's your take on that? Knowing that you know the
Yeah, I know
story.
the story, so I know the story. So because we have the world, I think everything has come to a really successful completion.
Okay,
It,
thanks.
it- and
That's
it
all
has,
I
and
got to
it has,
say.
yeah, it has come, and it's come full circle basically. And now, and I know the story, but now you can really dance for joy. You can
Dance of
dance
joy.
for
Now that's going to make
joy.
sense in a second. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I think for the episode, I think, and I don't know about you, but lately a lot of people are telling us, or telling me to tell us, how far we have come from the beginning episodes to now,
Oh, really?
how far
Oh,
we
that's
have
good
come,
feedback.
and
We
our
love that.
confidence has grown, and I mean, we always know what we talk about, but it's like and they can hear it in our voices, they can see it, so it's like
It's
this
amazing.
makes sense that
Yeah.
so many people are saying that we have gotten toot our own horns here, but we have gotten so much better.
Thank God. Can you
When
imagine
you
this in the
started.
beginning if you're just joining now? Like,
Oh my gosh. So this card quite literally represents that as well. We have
yeah.
come so far. We have come to a point where we have successfully completed one chapter and are about to start something new.
And it's like leveling up, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. And if we when this episode is scheduled, it will be in the new year. So
Yeah.
that would also tie in with we have finished something and about to start a new year, a new chapter, a new journey, all the new, but we have ended something first. So I think that's quite and
I think
leading into
that's
this
very
story. So
interesting. Oh my God. So the story starts with the Nine of Swords. So for those of you who are watching, you can see that there we're using the Rider-Waite deck. For those of you
yeah,
that are listening, it's where the fellow is sitting there with his head in his hands, and it's like that worrisome thing, the not sleeping, the worrisome thing.
yeah. So the swords are like, somebody always told me that they're the Venetian blinds. So the sword
Yeah.
horizontally behind, but it's like looking like Venetian blinds. But it is, it's a worry. It's like, oh hell, what's happening? Oh shit, the world's going to shit, you know.
Yeah, and that's what it felt like, let me tell you. So this was the start of my little story, right? Where I started to worry and go, oh my God. Now, for those of you who know me, will know that I'm an absolute dental phobe, right? Don't like
It's terrified. It's like terrified.
completely like, fuck that, right? And that's happened over time with different traumatic experiences, right?
Yes.
And let's just say being a kid in the
in the
70s,
it's horrific. Let's just say it's horrific.
It was very horrific going to a certain place where there was no drugs, no nothing. You just did the thing. And then years later, being in a situation where I had to sit in the chair for 4 hours, like, wow, I'm out, I'm done, that's it. So anyway, I came across this dentist ages and ages and ages ago that does what's called conscious sedation, right? Fuck yeah, give me that, right? I just want to be, I don't want to remember it. Knock me the fuck out.
Put it to sleep.
Put me to sleep. And it's the weirdest thing because you're actually present, but you're not.
No.
Anyway, short circuit, that dentist went away. So I've had to look again. Now, this little worry card that we just shared, which is the Nine of Swords, came about because I'm sitting on the lounge having a fat time, eating dark chocolate bullets, and suddenly, ouch, in my mouth. And I'm like, fuck. So everything stopped, spat the ball.
Oh, no.
I'm like, I'm not eating ever again, all the bullshit.
Yeah. And we tell ourselves.
Well, then I tell myself anyway. And I'm like really scared.
Yeah.
And I have this friend of mine, she's a nurse, and she happened to ring and she's like, what's the matter? Yeah, she calls me Luigi. What's the matter, Luigi? You don't seem to be yourself. What's going on? So I tell her, and she goes straight into fucking nursing mode, right? She do this, do that, and rah, rah, rah. Anyway, she comes over. God bless her. And she makes sure that I've got the food. And she's like, no, you need to ring a dentist. And I'm like, yeah, no, I don't have one. I'm not going. And she's like, you're going. You need to find one. So anyway, I'm like screaming out to spirit, for God's sake, get me a dentist. So I look up conscious sedation, which is how I found him last time, and then find this particular dentist and I actually made the phone call, which is a big thing. That's a really big thing. So for me, I made the phone call, had a conversation, starts crying, because the lady's like, yeah, we can see you next week and blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, that's good. And then I start crying and she goes, actually, we have a spot today right now. I'm like, what the fuck? So I have to bring my daughter to come and get me because
you're not going to drive in that state.
Can't fucking drive. So I'm not even there yet. So she takes me. We get in there. She comes in. She's really firm. This sort of things. Don't say this to mum. Don't. You're going to talk to me, right? Okay. So I love my daughter so much. So she's doing all that. She's looking after me, right? So here goes. I'm going to tell it through the cards.
We're going to use the cards.
Yeah, to tell it like that. Yeah. So clearly it was a health issue, which is the Four of Swords.
So she's lying on her back in the chair.
I am lying on the back,
praying,
literally praying. Get out your Four of Swords and your Rider-Waite and have a look and just understand that's how I felt, right? And I see the dentist as the devil. So really restricted, this is how I feel because my mindset is so unhealthy about it, and I know this, but it's not something you can rationalize with me about in that moment. Like that's just never going to happen. So there's the devil. And then the guy himself was an older guy, right? Very, very kind man. So I've got
The King of
the
Cups
King
here.
of Cups here because the older man's represented by the grey hair there.
Yes.
And he was kind, which is the emotion that he was showing. And he says, he's talking to Shay and having a conversation and what have you. And they sent me off for an X-ray, and I'm sure those two had
A
good,
great
good
real
conversation.
conversation, and Shay would tell it as it is.
She would tell it as it is, God love her. I don't know where she gets that from. And
No,
then
yeah.
that'd be my mum. And she sits down, and I come back in and I have to sit in this chair again. And he says to me, he leaves me sitting up, right? I don't have to lay back, which
Oh, that.
is so on it, eh? And he goes, so how long have you enjoyed coming? I'm like, what? So then I just said to him, I had to go to this particular place when I was younger. And he, you don't tell me anymore, don't need to know anymore. I've heard all the stories about that. I've got it.
Yeah.
And he was so kind.
Oh, good.
And then, but he said, I can't help you today. You're going to have to go away because I wanted the conscious sedation, right?
Yeah.
Which also meant I had to see someone else. So I have to go away.
Which is the Six of Swords.
The Six of Swords, where it's all really rough here, see? So I'm coming out of a really rough situation. I know all the lessons, but I'm getting the fuck out of there anyway. So that's what that is. Time to go. So I'm like up out of the chair, right?
Yeah. Get me out of here.
It's like, Mum, just wait. So we had to see the other fella, and I forgot to put me in here at the beginning. So we had to see him, and he had a bit of a talk, and he's like, yep, not a problem. I've seen your x-rays. It's only going to take, maybe half an hour. It'll be good. My head goes, yeah, I've fucking heard that before.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, okay, yep, that's great. See you later. Bye. just give me the medication so I can take it before I come. So he writes the script out, and I get the script for antibiotics and all the things. So now comes the day, right? So I have to take this medication, right, an hour beforehand. I should have taken it an hour and a half beforehand. But anyway, an hour before I take it. So I'm now literally a bit deluded, which is the moon.
Which is the moon.
Right, kind of like off your face.
Here but not here.
Here but not here. Yeah.
You're a bit loopy, a bit floaty.
I was indeed.
You're a bit of a Fruit Loop, but anyway.
I was, which is kind of normal, really, isn't it? And then, of course, we have to wait, which is the hanged man. So we're literally hanging around, waiting for this to take place, right? So I'm waiting for Shay as well to come and get me, right? Because we don't live in the same house. So Shay comes along, beautiful Shay, kind, caring, considerate. In these moments, she is my go-to. She knows. She's so good. So she comes and she takes me to see this other dentist, which was the dentist I was talking about before, because
he's the one who can do the conscious,
who can do the conscious sedation piece and do the procedure.
Yeah.
So he's a younger fella, pretty much straight to the point, direct, but beautiful fella at the same time. But I've drawn here the King of Swords because he's the one doing the surgery, right? So he's got his
knife.
So that's
his knife.
So in the meantime, I am literally knocked the fuck out, right? Which is the tennis swords, right? Because I'm literally
flat on the back,
not really remembering too much. However, my daughter's insight was, I think you should just wait another like 10, 20 minutes because I don't think Mum's quite there yet, because she's seen it before, right? So I think Mum's quite there yet. I didn't hear that, right? But I go in and I sit down and they're looking around and they still had to give me a needle, of course.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, I was in the fucking roof of my mouth, eh? Like, I start crying. Straight away, I'm crying, which is the Three of Swords. Shay says to me, Mum, you broke my heart. You're like this little girl sitting there crying. I'm like, oh my God.
So Shay's crying as well.
Yeah,
so Shay's crying.
Yeah, so and Shay knew, she just knows me so well. So that happened. And then I am literally out of my body, which is the Five
of Pentacles.
Yeah, now it is the weirdest sensation if you've ever had it before. It's like you can walk, you can talk, you know exactly what you're doing. But you actually are going to have no memory of this, right? Or vague memory, right? Just it's the weirdest thing. Anyway, so that's how it was. So I'm sitting in the chair and doing the thing, and they're waiting, so they're beautiful. They're waiting for it to numb. I don't remember any of that. And then they're having that conversation or whatever. And at some point, I don't know when, but at some point, the dentist had his finger in my mouth, and my mouth's getting really tired apparently, so I just decided to close it. So and he's going, it's opening out. So Shay's encouraging me to do that, however she did that. I don't know. I have no memory of that. She tells me later. I'm like, I did not. She's like, yeah, you did. I'm like, okay. So anyway, that happened. And then they do the procedure, and apparently, like, my teeth are really strong and have really big,
deep roots.
deep roots. And this is what was happening, right? So of course it's longer than half an hour. Right?
Well, you knew that. Of course, it's going to be longer
than half an hour. However, he finally does the little procedure, which I've chosen as the Ace of Swords, because it's like the procedure, you're going to have to take that away. And they stole my tooth.
Which is a Seven of Swords.
They've taken the tooth out, right? And then I've had to come home, right? So Shay's had to work at my place that day, work from home, because I'm under whatever. All I remember, this piece I didn't put in, all I remember is laying on the lounge and Shay going to get chips, hot chips, right? Because I can put them at the side of my mouth, the other side,
soft,
and I can eat that, right? I don't know what happened. I don't remember. I just know that when I opened my eyes, I had chips in my mouth. And Shay's gone. I had to wait for Shay because I was going out, right? That's supposedly that night, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to go. So anyway, my cousin turns up, right? And her and I often have a fat time together. So I'm standing at the front door doing what I think is a normal thing, right? Just standing there waiting for her. Apparently not. No. Apparently I'm leaning on the door like a Cheshire cat, and she walks past. Off your face. What have you been doing? Anyway, so there's that, which is the Two of Cups, where we're actually getting together. Yeah. So then we had to get in the car and go and pick Shay up. So Shay's left here, left me in that state. I don't know if Shay knows I was in that state or not, but she's gone home to get ready because we're going to see Lewis Capaldi. What an amazing, amazing concert. That was incredible. Best ever. Anyway, so to go and do that, we've had to pick Shay up, right? So we picked Shay up and we're going. Don't remember this either, but apparently as we're walking up the stairs, I was a bit sideways apparently. So she says to my cousin, Shay says to my cousin, get on the other side of her. I'll go like this. So we're going upstairs. I don't remember that. I don't remember half of anything. I do remember some of the concert though, because I remember getting up and dancing with my cousin for a particular song. I remember there is a particular song that reminds us both of our brothers, so we were having a bit of a cry about that. And I had chips again. When did I get those chips? Anyway, so I had chips again. And then we were having a fat time, having a really, really celebrating. So I've drawn the Three of Cups because there was the three of us.
The three of you, and celebrating, having a grand old time.
We had an amazing time, absolutely amazing. The next day, because my cousin stayed over, and the next day we're sitting there talking about the concert, and she's laughing because she's like, you don't remember anything. And I'm like, yes, I do. And I'm telling her what I remember, right? But the biggest thing that I remember from that concert, and I've never thought of myself as being on the spectrum or experiencing ADHD at all. Never ever thought of that, right? Here's what comes out of my mouth, right? That concert was so great because I didn't feel overwhelmed because there wasn't a million lights everywhere. So just looks at me and goes, you know what that means, right? I'm like, no, what? So we're having this conversation and it was beautiful. Now, was I completely off my face?
Yes, probably were.
Was the Lewis Capaldi concert really like that? Like, I had the best.
It's how you saw it,
and it was so soothing. Yeah, was that me in this,
in that drugged out version,
that didn't see half the fucking lights? was that the moon influence on me, or was that actually how it was? So that's how I would tell my story,
your dental story,
my dental story through the cards. Now, here's the thing, right? So the swords can be about fear. They can be about concerns. They are often seen as the card of conflict. just to say, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 cards.
16 cards.
And of those 16, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8.
8 of them are swords. So that's my story. That's how I see that. Yeah. So I don't know what you make of that, but what would be really great was if you can sit down with your cards and you can pull them out and tell a story like that.
Yeah.
I think that'll actually help you connect.
Exactly. Connect more with your cards.
Connect more with your cards.
And it's giving you more avenues or more spreads of the different cards. It's, you know, like Lou said, swords do not have to mean conflict. You know, sometimes we get into our tunnel vision. Swords
Yeah,
conflict,
absolutely.
you know, no. They can mean so much more. So tell your own stories through the cards.
Stories through the cards, and it gives the card itself more personal meaning.
Yeah, it does.
And when you're learning to storytell like that, then when a client comes to you and you get that same sense, like if someone comes, you know, can't come to me now, I know what the dentist feels like, right? For me. So when I feel that, I'm going to go, you'll go on the dentist, right? And they're like, how the fuck do you know that? This is how I know that. So start with your storytelling, just something really simple. It might be, and you could do it forward or backwards. Right? So you can do it for the future and say, show me Christmas Day, what that might look like. Take a photo. Go back, look at the cards, and then put it together and go, oh, that's this, that's this, that's that. Which is one of the practices that I definitely teach. Absolutely. However, after the fact, after a story, pull some cards out and just have some fun.
Exactly.
We don't have to be serious with tarot all the time.
No,
it's not. Have some fun. So we've done that to show you that it can be funny telling the story. It can be, right? It can be really funny, but it can also give you so much more out of the cards. Insight, lots of insight, isn't it? Yeah. So much more. Yeah, and you'll learn, like we were saying, about what that card may mean for you. Like Tren's story in the beginning, where there was the 9 of Cups for her here on one deck, and then completely separate scenario inside the room with a different same fucking card, right? So different deck. So that has meaning for Tren. So take note when things like that happen. Like, you know, when I knew the devil was coming out because that represented Lou's fears, right? And to have the devil on the bottom of the deck, that was straight away. Like, oh this is so energy took over the thing. Exactly. So take notice those little nuggets, I suppose you'd call them. Take notice because they themselves tell a story. It's like, look at this, this is important. This is important. And what's funny is I'm just going to go to the subconscious piece because it's sitting here looking at me. And we have the 8 of Pence. So the 8 of Pentacles being like the apprentice at work, working on one thing at a time, take time to master your craft and what have you. So this is take a new apprach, Lou. Definitely. Do it in a new way, right? I just find that hilarious. Oh my God, you're not going to believe it the next look at this. 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups. Seriously, cannot make this shit up, right? Seriously. So that's our session. I hope you enjoyed that. So go and tell your own stories with the cards. Have fun with it. We'd love to hear about them. Yeah, definitely have fun with them. Yeah. So I will take a story. I will take a story of this story. I'll take a photo of this story. Of course, yes. See, this is what I need Renee. She reminds me of all the things that need to happen. She's all over that. But we're not finished yet. I'm like, I'm cutting you off. Like, see ya. Bye. Wait a minute. You're not going to go that way. Go get them all in. Okay. How'd you go? Get them all? No, I can't see it. So let's just. Oh, silly. Might have to do it in 2. Yeah, I'm going to do it 2. Do it in 2 pieces. Yeah. And we'll put this up on all the social medias, of course. Yeah. Which is great. Yeah, that's got it. Now it's got it. Perfect. So this is us. I hope you've enjoyed that. We hope you've enjoyed that. Something a bit different. Something a lot different, yeah. Yes. Makes me laugh at my own shit too. That's the other thing I think you'll find about your stories. You learn to laugh at yourself, right? And you do need to laugh at yourself. I think it's liberating in a lot of ways and kind of shows. It shows different things about your own self. It does. And quite literally, if
if we're looking at the moon, I know this is a druggy cast.
Well, that's in this
in this
situation,
instance,
it is, yeah.
But if this also, because we've got the moon, it's allowing us to see what's inside and
Absolutely, it's
reflecting
a really good point.
and reflecting. And this, Lou's got this experience, but it's also showing her different ways of doing things and how she can cope with different ways.
Yeah, no, I'm getting knocked out every fucking time.
That's not going to change. That's not changing. We're knocking her
Oh my
out.
goodness. But yeah, and able to come back and tell the story like
Yes.
that, I think is pretty
It's
important.
pretty
Yeah.
amazing.
So yeah,
Yes.
learn to do that, guys. It's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. So we might continue on doing.
We might.
We might do this.
do
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
If you enjoy it, let us know.
Exactly. So thank you for listening.
Yeah, thank you for listening,
Yeah.
and we will catch you next episode.
Okay. See you later.
Big love.